So now my job is to tell you that unless you attend the pavilion, there will be no appetizers and alcohol after this session. And speaking of alcohol, I just want to tell you, and I want to thank the Food Industry Forum of Puerto Rico because they are sponsoring the cocktails today. It's a new organization in Puerto Rico dedicated to ethics, education, and innovation in the food industry that we should all support. So with that said, let me introduce you the Innovation Pavilion 2011. We say 2011 because we plan to have one in 2012, 2013, 2014, etc. So why at Interfex? Well, you know that Interfex is a medical device and pharma show, but we realized that we had to create an open market to not only to showcase, but to give you the opportunity already to do business. And we wanted to do it fast because when you're entrepreneurial, you have to be disruptive. We decided to do it at the first venue that we had this year, where thousands of folks would come. So our pavilion is just not, as we'll be talking, about medical devices or pharma. It is about any technology that we are developing in Puerto Rico. So why are we doing this? And I guess you should be memorizing this sentence because it's really why the trust is in existence and why we work for the trust. So it is to mobilize public and private sector resources that will accelerate the commercialization of locally developed technologies presented at the pavilion. The motif for this year is Innovation Island. This is how the pavilion would look like. We plan to create, as I said, an open market. We are calling upon what we call resource partners, universities, economic development organizations, inventors, scientists, entrepreneurs, to come and exhibit with us. This is not about who has the biggest show. It is about creating an open space, that Innovation Island that is going to be divided by technology areas where the different universities or service providers or companies are going to be presented. This is still a concept, but I promise that on October 21st you will be seeing the building. In the central area, we plan to generate a lot of activity because we have 32 spots that may be fixed or rotating, depending on how many folks can visiting us. But we plan to have all kinds of networking activities in that space. It is quite a big pavilion, 50 by 60 feet, and our very generous partners, Interfex, will give us more space if needed. So who are our target attendees and exhibitors? So basically all of you. Scientists, inventors, technology entrepreneurs. Why? Because they are trying to develop, protect, and commercialize a product or a technology. University officials who want to expand their R&D and technology commercialization capabilities. Local technology firms with high growth potential because they may not be starting, but they still need resources, capital, partners, to expand their operation and start exporting in global markets. And then investors, service providers, or technology scouts who are just looking for good deals. It is our commitment to market and this event outside Puerto Rico as well. So we are working very hard to bring people outside, even if the attendance was just from Puerto Rico. I think we're making a very strong political statement that there is a lot of innovation in Puerto Rico and everybody should know about you. So what is our value proposition to you as an exhibitor? Whether you are a technology startup or a company, a university, a service provider, or a funding source, and we want people with money and people willing to spend money, this is going to be free of charge. That's very important. So that excuse that I cannot afford it, esto es muy caro, we are not going to accept it. We're going to create an open market for your R&D capabilities, your technology, your product, or your service. You may have a dedicated stand. If you don't have a dedicated stand, there will be activities that are going to allow you to network with attendees or other exhibitors. We will be coaching and especially the entrepreneurs who want to present. You will be showcased in an Innovation Island mobile application that was just developed, and we are going to present. It was developed by one of our, I call them portfolio companies, although we do not own them, but we care for them, and that company is Taino Applications. We will present in, we're going to try to be eco-friendly and not to use too much paper, so we'll be preparing a multimedia presentation where all the organizations will be featured, and I'll show you an example. And obviously your logo will be included in the Pavilion promotional material and the typical marketing materials. So we will prepare to avoid wasting paper. In that Pavilion that you've seen, there will be large flat screens. Large flat screens with basically something looking like this, a technical description of the company and a video. That video will last 45 seconds to no more than a minute, and every company or every organization that, or every entrepreneur who registers will be required to record himself or herself and be shown. Taino Application has their act together, so or maybe Ricardo Alcacer is not that good looking, so what they did is to send us their promotional video, which lasts 2 minutes and 35 seconds, and we're going to see now.
Mobile device usage has skyrocketed and will continue to do so in the future. So having content readily available to be consumed from a mobile device is as vital as having a website. There are two types of mobile applications: web applications and native applications. Web applications are websites designed to fit on the screen of your mobile device. Native applications are specifically developed for a mobile device. A native application for your website can be costly, especially if you decide to make one for every mobile operating system. What if we could create a platform that allows you to bring content into all available mobile devices while publishing it once from an easy-to-use content management system at a fraction of the cost? That's what Taino App is all about. Taino App creates for you a native application based on your website's branding, colors, and overall look and feel. When your users download your app, a link is created between your website and the app, allowing Taino App to automatically convert your website's content into content that is native to each particular platform. Taino App will not create a mobile-friendly version of your website. These are truly native apps. With Taino App, you don't have to learn anything new, perform double data entry, or complicated data exports. Just keep on creating great content, uploading pictures and videos, and let Taino App display it using native user interfaces. Taino App also integrates with social networks such as YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Flickr, making your mobile app a centralized hub for your web and social presence. Let Taino App take your content to the next level, whether you decide to monetize it with ads or paid applications, or if you want to use it as a free distribution channel. Your readers have gone mobile, so why haven't you? Go mobile with Taino App.
Great. So you don't need... You don't need to come with a marketing presentation like this to present at the Pavilion. As I said, there will be flat screens showing 1 or 2 minute features of all the exhibitors we have. And you don't need to spend money because you can record yourself using Skype or anything, and we will send you the format where you will have to put your video. So now we do want you to make the pitch, because again, whether you are selling your R&D capabilities as a university, or more importantly, in our main goal here, if you are an entrepreneur who's looking for funding, you have to know how to do an elevator pitch. So you have a minute to sell yourself or your technology. So one of the freebies, and this has been developed by Taino Applications, is the Innovation Island free mobile application, which you can already speaking of execution and just not talking, as Tom said, you can already download on the Android market. It will be, I understand, soon ready for iPhone and iPad. So the way it works is you enter the application. Now we have only 2 companies. Obviously, it's going to be populated first with companies and institutions that innovate in Puerto Rico and that are attending the Pavilion. After the Pavilion is completed, we intend to promote this tool to really show companies and technologies of Puerto Rico. So you click on one of the companies, and you have a very small, short, but to the point description. So your next step, before you go or after you go have a drink, is you must become an innovator exhibitor. You can register online. We will be sending you emails if you made the mistake of giving you your email address. If you made the mistake of giving us your email address, we know where you are now, so we'll be sending you. we will not let you off the hook. And please download the mobile application by searching Puerto Rico Science Trust at the Android market. So, examples of resource partners, as many of them have already told us that they are coming. Others, they don't know it, but we'll let them know. I'll just say that RAMS of Puerto Rico has very kindly accepted to host a session on RAM on the second day because it's important. Innovators don't need to be boring people, right? And RAMS of Puerto Rico are going to help us have some fun. Examples of invited companies are here. These are part of a very long list of companies that the trust is already day-to-day helping or trying to help, whether it's with funding or with strategic planning, technical assistance, etc. If you're a company and you have not been assisted by the trust, please go to our website. There's click on in-kind business assistance, fill the form, and within 48 hours somebody will be calling you. If they don't call you, I think you have my cell phone, please call me. So, now, we don't want to be shingoistic, but it is important that you partner with us. We want you to become an outreach partner. The trust has public funds, which means that the trust is yours, belongs to you. The folks that work at the trust work for you, but we need now your help. Just put the word out about Innovation Island and what we're trying to do. And please help Puerto Rico become more competitive. So we can start doing that by asking folks to register either as an attendee or as an exhibitor at the Innovation Pavilion, and there you have the address. So I want to thank again the Food Industry Forum, a very interesting organization recently created in Puerto Rico, who want to foster education, ethics, and innovation in the food industry, which is quite a big market in Puerto Rico. So welcome to Innovation Island, and now let's have some fun. Thank you.